lawful wedded husband.
To be my...
Barbertine. Not Barbertine's heart. With a tramp like you?
Well, I know it hurts being third rate, but aren't you accustomed to it yet?
Oh, Robin, I see you.
I myself the slut of Springfield!
Son of a bitch in heat. I found out myself what love is all about.
Hey everybody, it's me, Nikki. Now I'm just gonna say this. You should have known this. You know, a deal with Selena Wu and trying to get money and gambling wasn't gonna work. Because listen, Felicia and Sasha go for a drink after Carly is reeling from the fact that, oh yeah, she's being kept from Michael because Tracy is keeping the kids. Sasha lets Carly know, I talked to her. I don't even know who the hell she is anymore. I can't believe this is her. And Carly was like, I truly believe this is Drew pulling the strings. So Carly talks to Brennan, and she was asking about the clinic, and he was like, that clinic has been shut down, but the doctor did open up another one in Germany, and I can't guarantee him a spot, but I'll try. And that's all she's asking. But once again, Carly can't see Michael because Tracy is going to keep the kids. And she asked Jason to go handle it and go figure it out. Now, we all know Sonny is already over there. Now, I spoke about this last review, but I had them mixed up. Jocelyn, after Cyrus was arrested for, suspicion with the whole Digitalis thing, Jocelyn went down to the police station and told Anna about him stabbing Dex. And because Jocelyn can't keep her big mouth shut, she basically allowed Cyrus to know that they are onto him and he needs to cover his tracks, which then Anna gathers her accordingly because she needed to. Now, when Sasha and Felicia go down to the Brown Dog, Gio and Trina are there. They're watching a game. Emma is there, and her and Trina get introduced. So this is the Emma that Jocelyn was talking about. Cool. We all know Gio knows her. And Gio tells Trina, I know her because of X, Y, and Z, and made me miss home. So when Felicia sees Emma up in there, she takes her to the side, and Emma got a little snarky snot attitude, and she was like, I'm 21, I can have fun, I can have a fun night out, it's my right. And Felicia said the last time you participated in your rights, you got expelled from school. And she said, I'm going to live my life the way I want it. And we're going to go back to the fact that Cody should have known he shouldn't have gotten into business with Selena Wu. He shouldn't have been betting on no games because Kai ends up getting hit hard and gets hurt. And he down for the count. And Trina's worried he not getting up, but he getting up, but his throwing arm, he holding it. And this is when Trina's like, okay, I gotta leave. I gotta go check on, my soon-to-be man. And Cody is like, I should have known I was gonna lose everything. I always do. Now, Alexis called Drew a nasty Shiloh. She called Shiloh to her office because that's who he's acting like. She called Shiloh down to the office, and she's basically trying to figure out what this whole situation with Willow. Since, Sam wanted Scout to stay with her brothers, and you have all your stuff going on, why don't you let Scout come stay with me? We enter an agreement. That way she could be around her brothers. And he starts going off, my family didn't care about Scout being with her brothers when they kicked me out. And I didn't do anything worse than what they did. Because Alexis is like, you got to see it from their standpoint and how they feel. I've never done anything worse than how they did it. And it's just like, come on now. Like, first and foremost, if you try to throw Ned and Monica up into anybody's faces with this entire situation, you have to know that Ned and Monica didn't even know about each other until Ned popped up at the Quartermain mansion. She thought he was a little, tennis instructor, little spa boy, down to the, the spa, the retreat she went to. How was she supposed to know that was her nephew? She hadn't seen him or met him in a very long time. Okay, he was away at boarding school because that's where Tracy wanted him to be at. You deliberately, because what you did was deliberate. What they did wasn't deliberate. It wasn't, it does not matter that you are my husband's nephew or that you are my nephew by marriage. It doesn't matter. I still am going to sleep with you. That is not the case. That is not what happened. That is not how we really got down to this. You decided to sleep with your nephew's wife, even though I still believe that this isn't Drew, this is Shiloh. And if you don't argue with me with me about it, put it in the comments. I still believe this is Shiloh. So Alexis is trying to convince him, hey, just let Scout come stay with me. And he says no. Like, she's really trying to talk to him calmly, and he's a walking, talking red flag, which means this is Shiloh. And he says, maybe this is what Sam wanted. Maybe she wanted Willow to be around to help take care of Scout. Scout needs someone like Willow in her life. She's going to be a good role model for her, and hopefully eventually you will accept what I have going on, and you'll accept Willow too. And it's just like, Alexis, it's time for Natasha Cassadine to come on out to play. It's time for you to tap into them Cassadine roots, because this bastard just told you to your face, you can't have your granddaughter live with you. I don't care about your daughter's last wishes. I don't care. I'm a walking, talking red flag. I've also tried to send said granddaughter away to boarding school once, and I might try to do it again if she tests me. But, Willow is what she needs. Willow's going to be a perfect role model for her. And this is what your daughter would have wanted. I don't really give a damn about raising the kids together. See, once again, this is Shiloh, because the Drew we knew of the past would have actually been okay with raising the kids with Jason. They might have bumped heads on how to raise the kids, but they would have raised the children all together. They would have. Which gives me, this is Shiloh. This has got to be Shiloh. And it's just like, Natasha, you gonna let him talk to you like this? Come on, Natasha, don't do it. Don't do it, Natasha, don't do it. He really up here playing in your motherfucking face like this. Gather him together. He is playing you. Talk about what me and Willow have is for real, and we're going to be together forever. Girl, if you don't go and get your grandchild the hell away from this man and be done with it, we don't have the time, the patience, or the energy to keep playing with this dude. We don't. Go get your granddaughter. And then we get to the Grand Resistance. It's with, Sonny still there trying to, Sonny pop up trying to get the kids. And Tracy was like, listen, we all know the common enemy is Drew. We all know that. So why don't you handle him? And Sonny's like, what you talking about? She was like, boy, please. You are the crime boss of the Eastern Seaboard. If you don't know what I'm talking about, obviously you don't know how to do your damn job right. Handle up on him. He is the common enemy. He started all of this. Do it. And he's like, I want my grandkids. And she was like, you want your grandkids? Yes. I want to be around my son. Monica also wanted her son, but you killed him. Now you're asking to take her great-grandchildren away. Be for real right now. And it was like, well, Sonny, she got you there. Like, we're not going to forget. You did take out AJ. You did do it. I'm not going to hold you. It's not like you'd be like, oh, you didn't do that. You did that. You did that. And Tracy just eating him up. And he like, listen, when it comes down, because like she really gathering him up. So then Jason comes in and he's begging Tracy to allow Willow to take the children so Michael could see his parents. And Tracy was like, Wiley and Amelia are upstairs. But before you go and get them, stop by Monica and, tell her you're taking her great grandchildren out of this house. And Jason's like, Wiley and Amelia are Willow's kids too. Like, trying to remind Tracy of this. And it's just like, Tracy hasn't forgotten that. She just don't give a fuck. And he's like, listen, Willow has the power to deny access to Michael. And Tracy, like the rest of us, does not trust that even if they do get these children, that they're going to allow them, that Drew and Willow will allow everybody access to Michael. And I was like, Tracy not lying. Just because y'all give her the kids, just because you give them the kids, does not mean that they will allow y'all to see Michael. They don't care about Michael. If Michael was to die today, they would be happy with the fact that they might actually get something. And that's Willow and Drew, well, Shiloh, not Nina. Because Nina is a part of the fuck around to find out crew. But Nina, for some reason, has gotten it in her head that, listen, what you doing is wrong. And I hope she continues to see that Willow is a grown adult making her own decisions, willingly allowing this man to manipulate her. Because like everybody has said, when she has a hero and needs a hero, she gonna go for that man. She don't care who he with, who he has, or who's in it with him. Because she was not trying that hard to fight her attraction to Michael when it came down to trying to get custody of Wiley. On top of that, she does change her personality to whatever man she is with. And we are seeing that she likes to be manipulated and she likes to manipulate. She should have got therapy a long damn time ago. We're not going to forget her manipulative ways when she was making Michael feel bad about the fact that he shouldn't feel bad about her having cancer. He shouldn't be upset that she didn't tell him. Girl, what? Girl, how? You had leukemia. He was rightfully so upset that not only are you sick, but you decided not to tell me, and then also you were pregnant. Like, ma'am, are we not going? Like, we gonna forget? Okay. How we forget these things? How we forget how some of this stuff played out, and now you're trying to make it seem like Michael was this awful husband, and Drew was talking about there were cracks already in the relationship, so I really didn't have to do anything. Be so fucking for real right now. So I agree with Tracy. Just because you give them the kids, even though you shouldn't have to give them anything, just because you give them the kids does not mean they will allow y'all to see Michael, because Drew wants to hurt this family. He wants to stick it to the family. He's doing that by using Michael's children, and he's going to continue to do so. If Shiloh Drew had it his way, Michael would never see them kids, and Michael would die in that hospital right now. And Tracy pointed out that Willow's behavior is erratic. She's using Michael as a bargaining chip, which means if y'all don't get y'all asses in court and tell the people that she's acting erratic, she's being crazy, she took that child across state lines to go sleep with her husband's uncle, and now she's keeping everybody away until they hand over the children and get temporary custody and be done with it. Because let's be clear on something. Wiley and Amelia are eventually just going to end up staying at the Quartermaine Mansion. Carly and Sonny probably won't be welcome there, but they're going to end up staying there, and they're going to be well loved and well protected. But Willow is being erratic. And Sonny is like, but she has the leverage. And she has the leverage, we don't. Jason, go get the kids. So Tracy, one last time, says, Jason, you broke your father's heart. You broke your grandfather's heart. You broke your grandmother's heart. And everybody's like, he didn't break Lila's heart. He didn't. But he actually did. Lila still loved Jason. And him and Lila, my dog is barking, so I don't know if y'all can hear her. But if so, I'm so sorry. But Lila loved Jason, and Lila accepted Jason for who he was. But at some point in time, Jason just completely turned his back on the entire family and stopped popping up for real. And that broke Lila's heart. So much so. Because we all know when Jason had his accident, the only people actually treating him like who didn't treat him like the Jason of the past were Emily, Ned, Lois, and Lila. Everybody else wanted him to be, Jason Quartermaine and not the new Jason, which, they tried to manipulate him. They tried to control him, which caused him to break away. He really had nothing to do with Alan at the end of his life. Him and Edward were cool, but they weren't really that cool. Lila passed away in 2004, so we all know what was happening around that time. And she was like, all of that happened. Just please don't break your mother's heart, too. So, for once in your life, please don't choose Sonny, choose family. And she is begging him. And Jason is giving, I'm torn in between the two because I really want to make sure everybody's okay. And she puts her hand on his cheek, and he has, the tears in his eyes. And she's like, come on, choose us. And Jason stunned the whole goddamn world and tells Sonny, I'm sorry, I can't take the kids away from Monica. So Sonny ends up walking out, and he clutching his heart, and he got to go ahead and take them pills. But it's just like, this is messy as hell. And for anybody who thinks that Willow and Drew's stupid asses are going to let them kids go or let them see Michael, y'all are sadly mistaken. So with that being said, I don't have nowhere else to give y'all for this episode. I'll be back for the next one. That was it for demsoaps, a GH recap. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all liked it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and share me with your people, and hit those links in the description box down below. And I'll see y'all for the next one. Bye.